Check, 1, 2, check, check. Coming up on Middle Tennessee News, check, check. Detectives are asking for assistance in identifying a man wanted for theft. On 2 separate occasions, he and another man stole from Lowe's on Old Fort Parkway on February 16th. How is it?
Coming up tonight on Middle Tennessee News, police arrested an 18-year-old responsible for a shooting at the Baymont Inn and Suites. The Smyrna Police Department is searching for a man wanted for aggravated robbery and aggravated assault. And we have an update about a previous story about a fraudulent psychologist. All those stories plus your local weather and sports. Middle Tennessee News starts right now. I'm Chrissy Jones, joined by Will Stevenson in the studio. Welcome to Middle Tennessee News. Murfreesboro police have an 18-year-old in custody as they investigate an attempted murder Sunday morning at the Baymont Inn and Suites in Murfreesboro. Deshaun Wells is being charged with attempted homicide after reportedly shooting a 15-year-old inside a room at the Baymont Inn and Suites on Armory Drive in Murfreesboro. According to Murfreesboro police, the injured 15-year-old was taken by helicopter to a Nashville hospital where he is listed in critical condition. The Murfreesboro Police Department is investigating multiple business break-ins along Medical Center Parkway that happened on February 2nd. The businesses impacted are Burger IM, Bad Daddy's, and Mission Barbecue. Detectives say the suspect appears to be a young male and using a concrete cinder block to break the glass doors to enter the businesses and steal money. The case is still under investigation. Anyone with information is asked to contact Detective Ed Gorham. The Smyrna Police Department is searching for Marcus Humes after he robbed 2 people at gunpoint in Smyrna last Tuesday. Humes met up with 2 people at a local parking lot on Old Nashville Highway where he was allegedly selling them a PS5. Instead, he pulled a gun on the 2 buyers and took their cash. A warrant has been issued on Humes for the charge of aggravated assault and aggravated robbery. If you know of Humes' whereabouts, please reach out to the Smyrna Police Department at 615-267-5434 or Allian.
Detectives are asking for assistance in identifying a man wanted for theft. On 2 separate occasions, he and another man stole from the Lowe's on Old Fort Parkway on February 16th. During the thefts, the men stole almost $4,000 worth of merchandise, including wiring, nails, and electrical merchandise. They fled the business in a 2004 silver Toyota Camry. The other suspect has been identified, and if you know the man in the picture, please contact Detective Ed Gorham at 629-201-5507 or at 0300@murfreesborotn.gov. CID detectives need help identifying a man accused of stealing items from a Walmart on Old Fort Parkway on February 23rd. According to Walmart Loss Prevention, the man concealed items on his person and had additional items in his shopping cart but left the store without paying. When the employees attempted to confront the suspect, he refused to stop and left the scene. The man appears to be in his 40s or 50s. If you know this individual, please contact Detective David Harrison at 629-201-5506. A Murfreesboro psychiatrist has been sentenced to over 3 years in prison after fraudulently submitting health care claims, according to the U.S. Attorney's Office. In February, Middle Tennessee News brought you information about Murfreesboro psychiatrist Donald McCoy, who pled guilty to health fraud. McCoy has been sentenced in 41 months of prison and is ordered to pay over $1 million in restitution for submitting fraudulent claims for patients he treated in the care of Department of Children's Services. One healthcare system is coming up with an unusual way to battle COVID-19 with robots. The Tennessee Valley Healthcare System has a team of 10 robots that help staff and patients remain safe and healthy. The robots fight deadly pathogens and kill drug-resistant organisms such as Ebola and coronavirus. By using an intense UVC light, the robots are able to enter the cell walls of pathogens, killing surfaces, killing them on surfaces. The method has proven successful as the robots have been used a total of 5,000 times since the pandemic began. The staff has been even named the robots related to all things Tennessee like Predator, then Hornet, just to name a few.
Beginning on March 15th, Rutherford County residents can kiss their masks goodbye at their own discretion. Mayor Bill Ketchum made the announcement Saturday, but is still asking for people to remain responsible. Ketchum is still calling for people to follow CDC guidelines by keeping a distance of 6 feet, avoiding crowds, and washing your hands. The mayor says by remaining responsible, he is eager to get Rutherford County back into the state of normalcy. A flooded car was found by the Rutherford County Fire Rescue Services early this morning. The car was found on County Farm Road and Elam Road. Rescue Services found no one in the car, and Rutherford County Sheriff's deputy later found that the driver was safe. Rescue Services and Sheriff's Office is telling everyone to avoid driving through standing water.
Today was mostly cloudy with a high of 47. It currently feels 42 outside. We had north winds between 5 to 10 miles per hour and humidity of 57%. Still ahead on Middle Tennessee News, police officers from both Murfreesboro and Smyrna were given awards of excellence and Officers of the Month. And the Rutherford County Emergency Management Agency is continuing its Severe Weather Awareness Week. That's coming up next on Middle Tennessee News.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right. Because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzz warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Oh, is it overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
let you go. Babe, I'm never gonna let you go. No, no, never gonna let you go.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Never gonna let you go. Never gonna let you
Welcome back to Middle Tennessee News. The Tennessee Valley Healthcare System allowed enrolled veterans aged 55 and above to receive a COVID-19 vaccine at a walk-in clinic Saturday,
I remember
February
one of the
27th.
lessons my journalism
Enrolled
teacher
veterans need
drilled
to
into
return
us was,
28 days after
you
getting
say
the
your
first
mother
dose
loves
in
you,
order to receive
check
their
it out.
second dose of the Moderna COVID-19 vaccine. Veterans will be asked their VA identification card before entering, and masks will be required. More information is available on the TVHS website. And MTSU professor Larry Burris spoke on the importance of fact-checking in his latest media commentary.
I remember one of the lessons my journalism teacher drilled into us was, you say your mother loves you, check it out. The idea was not to write something unless you could back it up. After all, reporters are supposed to give us verifiable facts, and source checking is, or at least was, one of the primary skills taught in journalism school. Almost equally important was to ask why someone did what they did or say what they said. But you know what I've noticed lately? Reporters rarely seem to check other reporters, and almost never actually check other news organizations. Sure, Fox News, CNN, and the plethora of other news organizations spend an inordinate amount of time telling us where the other side is wrong. But I never hear a reporter ask another reporter, why did you do the story that way? Why did you use this fact but not that fact? What's also interesting is when the same set of accusations are leveled against both liberals and conservatives, Republicans and Democrats, the left and the right. We've all heard the same stories, just with a different cast of characters. Sexual accusations, stock market shenanigans, immigration allegations. So the relevant question, which never seems to be asked, is, when you made this accusation against our side and ran the story every night for a month, you used this set of facts. Now the same set of facts seems to apply to your side, but you're not covering the story. Why is that? Let me emphasize, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, and I don't for a minute believe there is a media hegemony or oligarchy in which all media forums are participating. What I do believe is there's such an emphasis on I'm right, you're wrong, and there's no point in discussing it, is that we the people and our democracy are becoming the losers. I'm Larry Burris.
11 personnel from the Smyrna Fire Department launched an aircraft program. 11 certified FAA remote pilots recently launched an unmanned aircraft program hosted by the Smyrna Fire Department and DART drones. This is only one part of the ongoing strategy for the department to mitigate risk to personnel and help the community. We will have the ability to utilize the drone to gather information and provide situational awareness in the hazardous material event, explained Smyrna Fire Chief Bill Culbertson.
Things.
2 Murfreesboro law enforcement officers have earned an award for their investigation of the series of opioid overdoses. Murfreesboro Police and Sergeant Tom Massey and Rutherford County Sheriff Lieutenant Will Holton have been awarded the U.S. Attorney's Award for Excellence in Law Enforcement for tracking down the distribution of opioids that caused 1 death and 20 non-fatal overdoses. Massey and Holton's work uncovered that the opioids were being produced by Joden Bradley and Eric Falkowski using a deadly combination of chemicals and pill press that was bought from Amazon. Massey and Holton's investigation has led to 3 individuals receiving prison time.
Detective Kevin Krieb of the Smyrna Police Department has received the award for excellence in law enforcement. Detective Krieb was honored for his role in a 9-month investigation of an oxycodone trafficking ring in which 5 individuals have been charged. He joined the Smyrna Police Department in 2002 and has been recently promoted to Detective Sergeant of Narcotics. Smyrna Police Chief Kevin Arnold says that the honor is reflective of Detective Krieb's work ethic. Popular video game Pokemon had a big anniversary this Saturday. February 27th was the 25th anniversary of the first Pokemon games. Pokemon Red and Blue were initially released in 1996 and spawned some of the most iconic characters in the world of gaming. The 3 upcoming games announced for the franchise the day before the anniversary have fans looking forward to the future of the series. Dr. Eric Detweiler of MTSU says that Pokemon has had a kind of lasting impact on its fans and consistent relevance that many other popular games have never had.
There's such, I think, a powerful and like cross-generational sort of like nostalgia and attachment to that franchise.
Today marks the second day of Tennessee's Severe Weather Awareness Week. The week started on Sunday and is set to last until March 6th with a different theme for each day. Rutherford County Emergency Management Agency is using this week to increase preparedness. To highlight this week, the Tennessee will have statewide tornado drills on March 3rd set to begin at 30 a.m. Central Time. The tornado drill
All right, tonight will be mostly cloudy with lows in the lower 30s. We will have northeast winds between 5 to 10 miles per hour. Humidity will be around 60% tonight. After the break, I'll have your full forecast.
Son, love is like the ocean. You have to tread the waters.
Dad, that's not the kind of help I needed. Jessica, will you go to prom with me?
Yes.
Thousands of teens in foster care can't wait to share their first with you.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all, if I could go back, I would. But I can't.
Once there was a boy who did the same thing again and again. One day he was told he had autism. He got help and slowly learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Natural disasters are a fact of life in the U.S. And between activities and school, chances are you won't be with your kids when they happen. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids can help your children feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Put the keys down, Kevin.
But I'm gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
My text to emoji ratio has gotten a little out of hand.
A little?
Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
All right, today was cloudy with a high of 47. We had north winds of 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight is a low of 34, mostly cloudy with northeast winds of 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow is partly cloudy with a slight chance of showers at 20%. There will be a light east wind around 5 miles per hour with highs in the lower 50s and lows in the mid 30s. Cloud coverage increases overnight and rain showers will likely be in the evening. There is a chance of rain showers mixed with snow after midnight. East winds up to 5 miles per hour, which shift north after midnight. There is a low chance of snow accumulation. Wednesday will be partly cloudy in the morning before clearing up in the afternoon. Northwest winds of up to 5 miles per hour with highs in the low 60s. Clear skies prevail Wednesday night as well, with lows in the mid-30s. We have light northwest winds up to 5 miles per hour, and Thursday continues the pattern of sunny weather with our clear skies and highs in those mid-60s. North to northwest winds will be prevailing at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Thursday night we'll have clear skies with increased cloud coverage overnight leading into Friday morning. Lows will be in the lower 30s with light north to northeast winds up to 5 miles per hour. There'll be partial cloud cover Friday morning, and cloud coverage will increase through the day. North to northeast winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour with highs in the upper 50s. Finally, Friday night we'll have mostly cloudy skies and a low of 36. North to northeast winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour. When we come back, Nathan is over in the MTN Sports Den, where he'll have your full sports report after the break. Stick around.
Son, love is like the ocean. You have to tread the
Oh,
waters.
Dad, that's not the kind of help I needed. Jessica, will you go to prom with me?
Yes.
Thousands of teens in foster care can't wait to share their first with you.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Or maybe it's just the little moments. I could go back and change it all. If I could go back, I would. But I can't.
Once there was a boy who did the same thing again and again. One day he was told he had autism. He got help and slowly learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Natural disasters are a fact of life in the U.S. And between activities and school, chances are you won't be with your kids when they happen. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids can help your children feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Put the keys down, Kevin.
But I'm gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
My text to emoji ratio has gotten a little out of hand.
A little?
Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home. Son, love is like the ocean. You have to tread the waters.
Dad, that's not the kind of help I needed. Jessica, will you go to prom with me?
Yes.
Thousands of teens in foster care can't wait to share their first with you.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Or maybe it's just the little moments. I could go back and change it all. If I could go back, I would. But I can't.
Once there was a boy who did the same thing again and again. One day, he was told he had autism. He got help and slowly learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Natural disasters are a fact of life in the U.S. And between activities and school, chances are you won't be with your kids when they happen. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids can help your children feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Put the keys down, Kevin.
But I'm gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
My text to emoji ratio has gotten a little out of hand.
A little?
Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
Welcome back inside Middle Tennessee News. Well, it's been a very exciting week of action for MTSU sports. They're finally back after a week that was really ravaged by the snow and ice that we had 2 weeks ago. But thankfully, we're able to get back. A lot of action went down. We've got basketball back, women's basketball back, tennis got back, soccer had a big match against WKU in the 100 Miles of Hate. All of this we're going to wrap up because we have the Big Blue Review coming right to you.
It was a big weekend for Blue Raider athletics as the calendar now flips from February to March in the 2021 season. Starting off in the Murphy Center, MT women's basketball hosted Old Dominion as the Lady Raiders split the homestand 1 game apiece with the Monarchs. In its first game in 20 days, MT struggled shooting, finishing the contest with a 34% field goal percentage from the floor. Anastasia Hayes led all scorers with 32 points, but no other Lady Raider hit double digits as ODU won on Friday by a score of 74-57. On Saturday, the Lady Raiders used a late fourth quarter surge to top the Monarchs, with 4 MT players hitting double digits in scoring, and the final score being 74-70 in favor of MTSU. Anastasia Hayes again led all scorers with 18 as the Lady Raiders improved to 13-6 on the year. On the flip side, MTSU men's basketball traveled to Norfolk, Virginia for a series against the Monarchs of ODU. MT would drop both games versus Old Dominion as the Blue Raiders tried to cling on to a spot for the Conference USA tournament in Frisco. MTSU baseball capped off an impressive first week of action with a home sweep of the Bowling Green Falcons over the weekend. Fausto Lopez would hit a walk-off home run on Friday in the bottom of the 10th inning to win the game 5-4 for the Blue Raiders. MT would follow that up by holding off the Falcons' 9th inning rally in the matchup Saturday to clinch the series with a 5-3 win. And going for the series sweep on Sunday, Peyton Wigginton and the Blue Raider pitching staff would shut out Bowling Green with a final score of 7-0. The wins now put MT at a comfy 5-2 record so far in the 2021 baseball season. And despite outshooting rival WKU 17-5 on Friday, the MTSU soccer team was unable to overcome their biggest rivals in Murfreesboro as the Hilltoppers beat the Blue Raiders by a score of 3-1. Peyton DePriest's 86th minute goal proved to be the only consolation in this meeting of the 100 Miles of Hate. And finally, MT men's and women's tennis had doubleheaders this weekend at the Adams Tennis Complex. The MT women split their doubleheader with a win over Austin Peay and a loss to Xavier in the nightcap match. For the men's team, it was a perfect 14-0 scoreline over 2 matches against Nashville foes Lipscomb and Tennessee State.
So as you saw, a lot of action happening around MT athletics over this past weekend, but a lot of action also that wasn't covered in there. MTSU softball, they picked up a win against, for example, they got SIU Edwardsville on Friday, but they did lose matches against Missouri and what have you. But we'll cover more of that later in this week. Thank you for joining us for Middle Tennessee News. I'm Nathan Vaughn, joined by Christy Jones and by Will Stevenson, as well as Carson. And if you missed this or any show, you can watch them on our website, middletennesseenews.net. Make sure to follow us on social media sites as well. You can find us at Facebook/Middle Tennessee News or at Middle TN News on Twitter. We'll see you for our next show on Wednesday.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right. Because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzzed and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.